Right, those were the headlines we were tracking for you. Now, of course, shifting our focus to the Prime Minister's meeting with the cabinet members, senior cabinet leaders. Now, according to our sources, cryptocurrency regulatory bill will be discussed in this particular meeting and is likely to be passed today. The guests who are joining me on the broadcast at this point, Manoj Jain, who is the co-founder and CEO of Bitfia Labs, Hanif Shaikh, who is the CEO of Upsocial Network and also an expert on cryptocurrency. Right. Let me rope in Mr. Hanif Shaikh, who's joining us on the broadcast. Sir, now if you could tell us about what you think would be the consequences of passing this bill in terms of the Indian cryptocurrency market. Now, of course, the Finance Minister has spoken about not banning advertisements, but of course, entry of private players will be restricted. What are your thoughts on that?
So, see, banning the cryptocurrency, the decentralization banning is not going to happen so easily. It would be a big challenge. And when we say about the private, the private blockchains or the private currencies would be banned, we haven't heard from the Parliament Committee what would the private or what is the definition of that private blockchains would be. If it means that any new project which is coming up with the cryptocurrency project and they would be banning that, so I think that would have severe consequences. The reason being, there is a lot of growth happening in the crypto side, a lot of money pouring in, and people from India are moving out to seek the investment, to get the registrations done. So it would be very disastrous for the crypto community per se in India if we outright ban all the private players from entering into the cryptocurrency industry.
Right. Let me pick up Hanif Sheikh's point of view on that point, especially the distinction made between public and private. Now, we do know that there are several, meme coins, there's Dogecoin, there are several private players from the international arena as well in the cryptocurrency place. Now, how does the government then make a clear distinction? And from where will this distinction be made, do you think?
So I kind of agree, with what Mr. Manoj has said. Okay? It's very difficult to identify something as a private and public because it's a decentralized system. And even if there is some private players entering into this space, they are coming up with a decentralized projects, and it is driven by the community. No one company can kind of drive one cryptocurrency. So I am still not able to understand from the government's perspective what do they mean by the private when they say that no private cryptocurrencies would be allowed. So there is no clear definition being given about that. We might have to wait for the bill to come out. And these meme coins which you mentioned about, the Dogecoin, the Shiba Inu, all these projects are driven by the community. Okay? People want to invest in those coins. They want to push those coins. Now, in one of my previous interviews, I've also said there are certain financial or you can say influencers who kind of push this these kind of meme coins. But there is a other section into this crypto industry. They have been educating the retail investors from very, very long time, and exchanges in India have also been doing that you have to research, you have to identify, you need to do the analysis, check what is the project about, does this has a real use case or not. So the education part has been happening from the Indian crypto community, but there are people with greed. They just want to kind of invest 1 rupee today and have 100x tomorrow. So identifying the private and public is going to be challenged as per as my understanding, but we'll have to wait and see what government comes up with in the bill.
Right. Manoj Jain, Hanif Shaikh, now a comment on this point. When we talk about development itself, the government is also thinking of issuing an RBI issued cryptocurrency, right, a digital currency. I beg your pardon. So this particular digital currency, how do you see it then flourishing, and how will that then pit against the other cryptocurrencies in the market itself of digital currency?
Okay, so again, I'm on a very confused side for this. Our payment system in India, like the UPI, NFT, okay, is kind of very robust. Okay, and I don't see why there is a need of issuing the digital currency or the cryptocurrency from the RBI. I still fail to understand, and I'm sure, once the bill is out, we will be able to, make some judgments based on what's written in there. But if you see our UPI, NFT, RTGS, we have a robust system of payments here. The money can be transferred instantly between people across the states, right? So there is no need to bring a digital currency backed by the government or the RBI in this world. What government, and I want to add on to the point of Mr. Manoj said, the startup like us are moving out of India, to get get the registration, get the bank account open, because we as country are not allowing the startups to flourish in India. So they are moving out, the talent is moving out, the money is moving out. So we as a country are losing all these things. That should not happen. So yeah, I mean, like, I see no reason for bringing up the RBI-backed cryptocurrency.
Right. All right. Manoj Jain, now when it comes to... right. Thank you, Manoj Jain and Hanif Shaikh, for joining us and providing your insight on this particular story. We now shift our focus